morning. I'm just having some breakfast. I've just done a little bit of meal prep. Excuse me, ma'am. We have a friend. And I promise I don't wear the same shirt every day. It's just a coincidence. I've made some little egg boats, just like a scrambled egg mix, some herbs, spinach, ham, and goat's cheese. I usually put some chili flakes in there and capsicum. You can put whatever in it. Today I just kept it simple. It's really yummy. And I've got a little cappuccino. What to tell you today? Today is a competition day. I'm competing in the 100 meters just locally at our, I think they call it the Shield competitions. It's just like a weekend competition in the summer in Victoria. Needed to have a sip. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to compete today. I registered on Wednesday. Shout out to Lucy for getting me in after registration closed. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry for bothering you. And because of that, I thought I really should compete this weekend because someone has gone to the trouble of registering me late. Have just had a really big week this week. A little bit of stress around work and just getting enough shifts. Short story long, the last couple of years I've been working in dialysis, and I was initially hired to cover maternity leave, and then my contract was extended to cover some long service leave. So I was working enough shifts plus picking up a couple of extra a fortnight to work the amount that I need to work / want to work. But the second half of last year that came to a close, and I have only been contracted with 2 shifts a fortnight, which is obviously not enough to survive on. And I've just been picking up extra shifts to make up my full-time equivalent each fortnight. And I haven't really had any difficulty doing that up until the last week or two. It's just been a little bit stressful getting shifts when I can work, because obviously I'm trying to plan my week for myself. I had a concert to go to earlier this week. It was also my birthday. I turned 33 and had things planned in advance, and I was hoping that I could pick up shifts around the things that I'd already had planned, and it was just a little bit stressful. So short story long, I've just had a bit of a big week in really, really good ways, and then just a little bit of stress around getting enough work, but it'll be okay, we'll figure it out. Part of why I wanted to go travel nursing at this time is just because I'm hoping more permanent hours will become available in the area that I work in currently. So yeah, what else? Oh yeah, had a really, really good week this week. It was my birthday on Wednesday, and my beautiful husband did a really, really lovely thing. And he did tell me last week that he was organising just like a little birthday get together for me. He invited 3 of my friends who are also his friends, invited them over for a dinner on Wednesday night, and he went to the effort of doing like a slow cooked beef brisket and made sliders. He baked me a birthday cake as well. So I felt really, really spoiled and very lucky and grateful. I just have really good people in my life and really good friends and an amazing husband. So Wednesday was awesome. What else? Oh, and then on Thursday evening, I had tickets for Lainey Wilson, which I got ages ago, sometime last year. So I've been really, really excited for that to come up, and it just sort of felt like the birthday celebrations just kept rolling into the next day, because I got to go up to Melbourne with Owen. We dressed up, which was really fun, and it was just such a good concert. Caitlin Butts opened, then they had Flatland I don't know how to pronounce it, Cavalry opening as well. But both opening acts were just as good as Lainey Wilson. They were incredible, like such talented musicians. I love live music. Random fact about me, in a past life I worked in music. All throughout high school I was really into music and self-taught myself the guitar and keyboard. I used to sing. When I lived in Brisbane and I was finishing school up there, I was surrounded by a lot of really, really talented music people, whether they were performers or people who wanted to work in the industry, and I was super influenced by them and just so immersed in that world at that time that I started a degree in music business, which I only lasted 1 semester for. I was working for a PR company. PR for me now in my current job means something completely different to the music industry, so that's hilarious. I was like assisting with booking bands for tours and gigs. I went on tour with a band, which is just wild to think that I have done that in my life. That was such a dream for me at that time. Thinking back, it just feels like it wasn't even my life. It's so different to how my life is now, and I feel like such a different person as well. But yeah, funny little fact was in my late teens that I did that. That was when I was like 18 to 20, which is wild. How did I even know how to do things at that time? Probably didn't. Where was I? Music. So that's why I've always just had such a love of music. I still enjoy live music so much. I wouldn't want to work in the music industry again. It's just not for me. But it was a really cool time in my life, and yeah, I still absolutely love going to live music and shows. I better keep eating my breakfast. I'll aim to take you along to the athletics track when I'm warming up. I don't know how much I'll be able to film because I don't like to get people in the background of the filming who don't want to be in it. There's also some kids and stuff who will be warming up and training and competing and stuff who I don't think I really should be getting them in my content if they're parents and they don't consent to that. So I'm going to head to the track at about 1 o'clock, I think. Then yeah, compete just in the 100 meters today, and potentially a 4x200 meter relay, which the last time I ran a 200 meter race was in a relay in November after having the flu, and I got about 150 meters in and then started feeling like I was running backwards. I've heard that term before, and people say at the end of a 400. I knew what they meant in that moment. I'd never experienced that before after being sick and losing a lot of my conditioning and lactic tolerance. Yeah, it was hard, but I got gold in the state, and that was my first state gold in the open category, which was amazing. That was November last year, and I got to compete with some really incredible athletes from my club. There was 2 juniors who moved up to the open category for us to be able to run that relay. And then a elite athlete, Tess Kersop-Cole, ran our 800 leg and just crushed it. So that was such a privilege to get to race with them, and to get a gold out of it was just incredible. Yeah, better keep eating my delicious egg boats and stop yapping. Because that was going to annoy me when I edit. Hi, I'm just quickly getting ready to go down to the athletics track for comp. As per usual, I'm running late. I'm just struggling to get places on time. Do I need to go for an ADHD assessment? Probably. It's just been getting harder and harder the further I get into my 30s to manage my time, and obviously being a registered nurse, half of my job is time management. So that's been fun. But anyway, I digress. It is such a gorgeous day. I think it's a high of 27 today. It's just like the lightest breeze where I live at the moment. I just took Bailey for a walk and was just sort of feeling out the conditions. It could be completely different down at the athletics track. I feel like it could be good conditions. I competed a few weeks ago. It was really, really nice conditions. We just had a +1 wind for the 100. I probably should stop yapping and get on the road. I'm wearing what I usually wear for comp because it's part of my uniform, but I love this Adidas sports bra and these LSKD shorts, and they're my favorite. They do have like a sap stain right on the butt, but I don't care. It is what it is. They're my favorite and I just love them. They're the most comfortable to compete in, and I don't know what the style is. I probably could take it into LSKD, ask them what the style is and if they still sell them, because they're just so comfy. I must get more. In my prep for comp, I usually get a little bit nervous the day of a competition. I focus a lot on my mental prep, settle my nervous system to a point where I'm not using heaps of energy before I actually need to race, but also maintaining I'm hyped up enough and amped up enough that I'm excited to race and I'm awake and I'm alert. getting my nervous system firing and stuff, but not to the point of like burning myself out before I actually get to go and even warm up. So that's a big part of my day. So when I was walking Bailey, I was just listening to an audiobook. I can hear myself like chitter-chatting with adrenaline already. Focus on something else. I try not to think about racing too much the day of, just enough that like, okay, I'm excited, I'm prepped. No matter how much you've raced over the years, there'll always be like a little bit of nerves and whatnot. I feel like I've always run my best when I've been like really chilled out. So we'll see how we go today.
Hello! Hi! It was Maya's birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday! Yesterday. Oh my god, happy birthday! So I'm in July.
Oh.
We've got a bit to wait. It's okay.
How'd you feel, Em, running your race?
I was asleep in the blocks,
But did you wake up?
the person reacted next to me and I was like, oh, I better speed up a bit. I've got to put the foot down.
Yay!
And I was like, going okay. I think my top speed was alright, but I think it could have cost me a little bit of time at the start.
Yeah.
But it's 100 metres.
Did you run the exact same time as last
I
race?
haven't even looked. While this is happening in the background, while our officials are looking up the times, Maya, how do you feel about your race today?
I feel neither here nor there.
Neither here nor there?
I feel good,
That's good.
but I feel positive because I know it could be better.
Oh, yes.
So excited. We're excited for next week.
I like that mindset.
Was it the same as last time?
Drum roll.
Oh.
12.86.
Is that the same time?
Oh, pretty much.
That's really good.
What was our wind though?
That's what I was hoping for.
But imagine if you were awake in the blocks.
Imagine,
2.7.
yes. I like the positivity.
2.7 wind.
Last time it was like a 1, so technically
okay.
we still.
Your legs still did it.
Pardon?
Your legs still did it.
2 point shh. Welcome to the vlog.
Hi.
How was your 100?
Who is this?
I looked up from my blocks and I
always
saw
do
my
this.
whole head.
Oh no!
I was like,
That's how I felt.
I was like, oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
I was asleep. I don't know what I was doing.
I was like, I got like, okay, that didn't feel the best.
It looks strong.
Alright, and I was like, ah!
It makes you run fast. How many conversations are happening? Charlie, help us.
Let's see how well I can multitask. I am going for dinner for one of my friends from athletics' birthday tonight. Pretty much meant to be getting picked up right now, but I've just said I'll drive myself in because I've just got home from athletics. Did cute little space buns. Hey Bailey. Just got home from athletics. I did a 4x200 meter relay at the end of the day and it ran a little bit over time, so it's just made me a little bit late. So yeah, let's see if I can multitask and give you a little recap. Did the 100 meter individual race today and it was good. It was consistent with the first race that I did on the track a couple of weeks ago. Same time pretty much. The wind reading was illegal. It was like a 2.4 or something. Anything above a +2 tailwind is illegal. The last 100 meters I did was a +1, so that was legal. And if you work it out, technically I would have ran slower if the wind wasn't as good of a tailwind today. But on paper it was pretty much the same time. Felt pretty good, didn't have as good of a start as the last race I did, but it's fine. I'm not putting any pressure on it. I'm just happy to be out there competing and socializing, which is what I did a lot of today. So yeah, we had that. Then there was like an hour or two gap between that and the 4x200 meter relay. Our club got second in the 4x200 heat that we competed in, which is good. It's just always really fun to compete as a team. I'm just happy to be out there at the moment. I have different priorities right now and yeah, I'm proud of myself for everything I have done. I'm running consistent times with what I was doing last season. It took me all season to get to like a 12.8, so I'm running that after only having done 2 individual races this season, so I have to be proud of that. And I just turned 33 this week, and to be able to juggle working as a registered nurse and sprinting and training at the level that I do while also just like keeping it well balanced, I'm proud of myself. So you always have to take a positive from these things. I do it for fun, so it's just running. It's actually not that big of a deal. Anyway, I better keep getting ready. I need to have a quick shower before I go to my friend's birthday dinner, so I might catch up with you later.
Oh yeah. Oh God. Don't do your hammy. Come close. Oh my gosh.